What's up, guys? It's our wrestling podcast coming back at you with another episode. This is Dave Vicious along with Justin Total Package and Craig the British Bulldog, bringing you our perspective on the world of professional wrestling. No inside sources, no ties to the industry. We are going to see them, Craig. Just stories from the diehards, sharing opinions with you. Today's topic, WrestleFest 1988 review. For audio fans, give us a listen on Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch video on YouTube at Our Wrestling Channel. And you can also look to your left for several other video and audio options. You can check us out on Instagram at O.W.P 2018 and Facebook if you wanna. Jess, I honestly thought the joke on this one was we're doing WrestlePalooza coming up in a couple of months because TKO just wants all your money. So you said, let's do WrestleFest, but I don't think that's where you were.
No, and I'm late on this. WrestleFest was in June or July. I should have looked that up too. But the problem is like they finally released it on the Vault. So for those people who are not catching up, they're slowly pulling all of the archives off of Peacock, and they're putting it on the WWF or WWE, Vault channel, and they have a WCW Vault channel as well. So I think all of the retro shit is going to end up on there. What's special to me about this is I rented this videotape when I was a child. And by child, I mean like in 88 or 89, I rented this. And this was a house show that was in the Milwaukee baseball stadium. And they drew like 24,000 people for a house show in a baseball stadium. And it was called WrestleFest.
For not a pay-per-view, by the way.
Yes, it was not a pay-per-view or a special show or anything like that. It was called WrestleFest. And I loved it. As a kid, I watched it and I was like, they just did this? They just had, it was kind of like the big event when they did the 1986 Canadian show where they drew like 70,000 people for Hogan and Orndorff. But like still, this was like that kind of lore. And I rented a version of this on Coliseum Home Video back when I was a kid in like 1989 or 1990. I don't remember when I first saw it. It was around that time. And this is the first time that it's been released in its entirety. So I have been kind of teasing you guys the whole time off recording. You'll hear commentators change and you'll hear different things. They took the majority of this card made it to the video, but about 4 or 5 matches did not. Some of them ended up on primetime. Some of them ended up on some of their syndicated shows. And that's why you hear the commentary change or whatever. The commentators of Superstar Billy Graham, Sean Mooney, and Lord Alfred Hayes, all of the matches that you heard with those three, those made the video cassette for Coliseum Home Video. Right. So that was it. So Savage and DiBiase was not on the video cassette. I didn't even know. You had to rent Macho Madness 1989 to get the DiBiase match. So the reason why they changed commentators was some of these individual matches.
I think Beefcake and Hercules.
Beefcake and Hercules.
The second match was like gifted to Monsoon and Bobby Heenan.
Yes, and that was on primetime. Heenan wrestled on this card, so he wasn't on commentary. So that match was on primetime, Hercules and Brutus Beefcake. This is the first time that it was aired in its entirety. So all of the matches that were on this card that night aired, which I thought was awesome. So that's why I was like, we have to review this, like, because the Coliseum video version was not all of these matches. Like I said, it was only the match.
Right. Because video cassettes, you could only go 2 hours. So anything over that, you needed.
Yeah, so a lot of these matches were trimmed off.
Maybe it's 2.5.
I'll do my best and go through what is trimmed off or whatever. So the first match here, so we're going to grade this on our normal A through F.
And by the way, Jess, just real quick, the attendance apparently was like just under 26,000. That's the official paid figure.
Yes, and
there's no buy rate. It's not a pay-per-view. Like I said, it's released on Coliseum Home Video.
Yes.
Also, really interesting thing that I saw. I'm sure you caught it, Jess, because it's easy for you and Craig being in TV. It's super easy. When you talk about 26,000 people, that's a lot of people. But in a baseball stadium, it's really not. So they had this really beautiful angle of basically the third baseline and the center of the backstop.
Yeah, I mean this was not a full stadium. This stadium held like 45 or 50,000 people.
Yeah,
so
but the hard cam just showed people in the front, and they had a beautiful layout of the hard cam. But I'm guaranteed behind the hard cam, it was all empty seats.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But they did a beautiful job making that thing look.
This looked awesome. This looked
great.
You
could never shoot the outfield. You could never shoot the other half of the ring that wasn't.
And by the way, Monsoon, when him and Heenan did the commentary, Monsoon Bobby Heenan, I don't know if you know, there's 65,000 people here. It just makes it up. Full of shit.
That's probably what the stadium can hold too. It's wild.
So the first match is the Big Boss Man. He defeats Scott Casey in 4 minutes 15 seconds. Again, this match was aired on Primetime Wrestling. I'm almost pretty sure. Again, we're gonna grade this to keep it in the context. This is a house show. So we're not. You gotta
put it in a vacuum.
Yeah,
I agree.
I give this match a C+ because it's a prelim match, and Bossman went in there and did his job and beat Scott Casey, and but it was one of the very first appearances by Bossman, and he took on Coco Beware, by the way, a couple of weeks later at SummerSlam '88. Bossman was just getting the legs under him here, just being established as a heel. It's kind of cool to see.
You said C+.
I gave it a C+. It's a fine match.
I put it at a C. It's quite serviceable, but I also saw Bossman he wasn't quite into his own. He was kind of starting to develop that real just aggressive heel tactics that he developed later. You didn't see it as much. Maybe it's because it was a prelim match, but I felt this was a very young Bossman. The sidewalk slam that he developed there was a little sloppy, but I still enjoyed the match, and I enjoyed Bossman because even at this pretty much 300-pound weight, he was still super agile. And
he was. He was heavy too. This was not the skinny Bossman. He was fat as fuck.
No, he was. Yeah. This was the big Bossman.
He was bloated. Yeah.
What do you got, Craig?
Go ahead, Craig.
Yeah, I gave it a C. I mean, it was good. It did what it had to do.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, tell Sean. Maybe he should have gone down there. Well, oh, what a beautiful move by the Big Bossman.
We've seen that before, Alfred. Right into the arms of the Big Bossman. He waited for him off the ropes and slammed him down onto the canvas. Down for the 3 count. Well, let's get the official word on this one, Alfred.
The winner of this bout, the Big Bossman.
Well, he certainly made short work of Casey there. Casey was moved.
Okay.
The next match is Brutus Beefcake. He defeats Hercules in 9 minutes 37 seconds. Also not on the original Coliseum home video version. I'm pretty sure this was on some kind of another Coliseum home video release, like a best of Brutus Beefcake or some shit like that.
This is where Gorilla and
this is Gorilla and Bobby Heenan. So this is pretty much, I'm sure this was Primetime Wrestling as well. I give this match a C+. I was pleasantly surprised because there was a clean pin. I was really shocked that Beefcake gets the pin on Hercules here. Okay.
If we argue this, it was supposed to air when it was supposed to air, when SummerSlam was supposed to come. Correct me on the dates on this, Jess, and I could be totally fucked on this, but I'm pretty sure I looked it up. This was Beefcake's kind of run to go in and win the IC title.
Yep, and he was in storyline. He was taken out because Outlaw Ron Bass attacked him. And the Ultimate Warrior ended up ending Honky Tonk Man's legendary.
But really, it was the parasailing accident, right?
No, that was
they just changed the story.
Yep, they just changed storyline. That was 1990 against Mr. Perfect when he got in the parasailing.
Got it. That's right. Okay, so they just changed up the storyline because they said here that he was set to.
Yeah, he was set to take on Honky, and he did not. The Ultimate Warrior.
They talked about it. It was
this
in the commentary that
he was not injured. It was a legit pivot. Vince wanted to throw a swerve in there and go with the Warrior, and
went with the Warrior.
Craig, what do you say?
It was fun seeing these guys bump around.
And it was fine, right? Even for Beefcake, I was like, this was fine.
This was the best Beefcake was ever going to be, and I don't know if you knew it at the time.
He was over, right?
He was over.
He got a ton of cheers.
And I loved Hercules too. And then there was a moment I just wanted to laugh and text Dave. He takes a clothesline, he can't take a direct bump, and Hercules always did this sidestep bump backwards. Yeah. Very awkward, bumper. And I was like, come on, Herc. But it was good. And I thought I was listening to it just right after work, and I had him in the bear hug. I was like, it's over. And then I didn't realize it was such a short roll up that got him, because I realized that Herc wasn't knocked out. I was like, what? And then Herc, of course, gets his
he stunned him with the sleeper, and then Hercules went stumbling, and he rolled him back or whatever. And the roll up was kind of creative, actually.
I don't know whether he's strong enough to hold it. Oh, he had him turn it loose. Oh, but look at this. I'm going small package from the backside. He got him. I'm going downstairs. Goodbye. Whoa, what an upset victory here in Milwaukee for Brutus the Barber Beefcake. He came around the back door. Here's the official word.
The winner of this bout, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
The next match actually is the opening match on the Coliseum home video version. So this was
that makes sense.
This was the opening match that I saw when I first rented this video back in 1988.
Okay, that's perspective.
The fabulous Freebirds, Jacques and Raymond defeated the Killer Bees. 13 minutes 59 seconds. I wanted to give it a B-, but I'm going to give it a C+, and here's why.
You're right.
It was a very serviceable, good tag team wrestling match, and it was a very by the numbers, by the book house show match. They just went to the well one too often. It was like too many wear down holds where I was like, I get it. I fucking get it.
Slowed it
but
down, right?
To Dave's point, this was designed to be the opening match for the video cassette.
It's in my notes, Jess. I'm like, this should be the opener. What's going on?
This was the opener in the video. So I give this a, god damn it. I wanted to give it a B-, but I'm gonna give it a C+, just because it was fine.
I got the same C+. It was fine. You're in the ballpark.
Craig, go ahead.
What do you got?
I do disagree. I gave it a C-.
It was drawn out, right?
One particular point, and now look at this. He's got him. Oh, the Rougeos have won again. Oh, what a tremendous victory for those young men.
The referee only directing his attention when the Rougeau brothers had double teamed Jim Brunzell. Let's get the official word.
The fabulous Rougeau brothers.
It was super drawn out. Like I was smiling when I saw the Rougeaus come down. I was like, why are you booing these people? Like their faces and they're waving the flags and stuff. And like
they had just started that gimmick.
They're Canadian.
They were just getting into it. Yeah.
And then you see what they do kind of during the match and how they eventually kind of become heels. But what struck me was like B. Brian Brunzell and B. Brian Blair and Jim Brunzell when they're announced that there's a shot on them, they're not even looking at each other. And Brunzell has to be like, high five. Like they're almost at the end here of the Killer Bees.
Yes, and that's true.
Pants and stuff.
I can't believe I fucking forgot it. I'm sorry to cut you off. So they on commentary. They took shots at the Killer Bees all match.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
They're looking a little heavy.
No, they made fun of their weight. They debated on whether Jim Brunzell could get up for his drop kick. Like they were, and then Super Sub to the ground's like, check out the shitty tights they're wearing, these little bitch tights. Like, I mean, like it was crazy.
Are those shorts better?
Because they never wore the long tights.
Like
they always wore the underwear tights.
Yeah, he's like the Buzzin' Bees. I was like, he doesn't even know the name of the tag team, or he doesn't care.
No, they were shitting on them. Like Craig, I can't believe it. Right on top of my mind was like they bashed the Killer Bees. Vince had to have been on the headset being like, call them fat.
No, he was. He absolutely was
tell them their tights are stupid because they changed it. They wore tennis shoes in there. The Killer Bees, they had tennis shoes with socks pulled up.
They were lifeless. Like the Bees were lifeless.
The next match is Bad News Brown defeats Bret the Hitman Hart in 6 minutes and 26 seconds.
Dude, there were moves though that Bad News did. Like he didn't even jump, bro. Like what is he doing?
Bad News. So here's the deal. Why do I hate him? On all Bad News Brown's like shoot interviews, he's like, Vince promised me I was going to be the first like black heavyweight champion. The whole thing. You want to know why it didn't happen? Because he was a shell of what he used to be. The reason why Bret was put in this feud with Bad News was because they worked together at Stampede in Stu's territory. So they knew each other well. So when he came down, Vince separated the Hart Foundation to put Bret in a feud with Bad News to get Bad News over. Bad News was deliberate. The initial concept of Bad News, he was supposed to be like the original Stone Cold with like this like no care attitude and all that stuff.
And this is coming off WrestleMania 4 where Hart kicked Bad News after the Battle Royal.
This was the first experiment of making Bret a singles wrestler, and then they bailed on it like later in the year and put the Hart Foundation back together. But like, they were trying to, but they did it out of familiarity so that Bad News had someone familiar that he worked with in Stampede Wrestling to kick off his WWF run. The problem, Dave, is what you said. I gave a Bret Hart match a C- because Bad News Brown fucking sucked. when he got to WWF. Like, he didn't bump well. He didn't bump well. He didn't move well. And he was older.
Brett had nothing to work with.
And he was older here, too. And Brett was excellent. If you watch Brett, you're just like, God
Brett's
damn it.
Amazing.
Like, you saw it everywhere. But I gave this match.
One of Brett's like little leapfrogs off the corner, where they do the reverse over. And Brett, he was a little low on that, but that was Brett's only mistake, if you want to call it.
Yeah, it was just not destined to be, and like I gave it a C- because of the fact that Bad News was not a good partner, and it made the match really shitty and slow.
I totally agree. With the grade and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm with
Okay.
you.
What, Craig? What's your grade?
What?
I give it an A.
You guys, I gave it a B-. And I want to say two.
A lot of people
things.
do that. That's common. Craig.
Did you have something in your Craig? Did you have something in your eyes or like an eye infection?
No. Straight up, a lot of people agree with you, Craig. Jess and I just don't agree with it. Yeah.
Two things. Bad News Brown makes me laugh because
he was a good character.
When he tells the rep to shut up, like from the very beginning, he would just go shut up. And then he would go and like yell at the crowd, was yelling racist things at him, and he was just
all
like,
of that is
shut
great.
up. And then he would come back and he would go move, and I just kind of focused on how shitty he was to the referee, and I just laughed.
You're not going to change my grade, but I respect your opinion.
Thank you.
The next match is for the WWF Intercontinental Championship. Jim Duggan defeats the Honky Tonk Man by disqualification, 4 minutes and 38 seconds. So here's the deal. This is terrible. I mean, so it's so opposite of what. So Craig is right. After listening to your grade on the one, Craig, like you had a different perspective. Fuck, I'm a terrible person. I'm gonna give this a B- because of the fact that when as soon as they brought Honky out on the stage to do an interview before,
that was hilarious.
That crowd, like we forget. That crowd booed the shit out of him.
Yes.
And like, this was 2 or 3 weeks before
I love you so much. I'm going to come back.
This was 2 or 3 weeks before the Warrior beat him, by the way. And
yes.
My notes were like, God damn, they hate hockey and it's the best. Like, it's the best.
Yeah.
And Duggan, when Gene Okerlund was like, tonight you're facing Jim Duggan, that crowd popped so fucking big. And when Duggan came out, that crowd was alive. Like, it was alive. Like,
they loved Hacksaw.
The match was sloppy as shit, and it was a DQ. And Dave, I'm sure you're going to give it an F, and you should.
No. I won't.
But at the same time, I gave it a B-, not for the work rate, but because I was belly laughing from the second he went out there. And Gene Okerlund, I don't know what it was. It just struck a chord with me.
Why did they interview him in the ring like that?
And maybe because I'm happy.
I don't know. It's funny.
Maybe because I was happy that they aired this fucking finally on the Vault or whatever, and I was happy.
Right.
This is the version was clear. It was just awesome.
But come on, baby.
But I understand.
I belly laughed when Gene's like,
things
Gene did the simple shit, and then like it was just everything Gene said. He's like Honky Tonk Man, and when the second Honky goes, I thank you guys so much, your beautiful audience. People, boo! Like fucking it's the best. Like I was belly laughing. Like
he was so over, man.
Yeah.
The Colonel in the background with a megaphone trying to encourage the Intercontinental Champion.
Here he goes.
Digging in deep, boy. Wait a minute.
Jimmy Hart grabbing the leg of Hacksaw Jim Duggan, tripping him up. And I think we're going to get a disqualification here.
Oh, it's automatic. The winner of this bout, resulting from a disqualification, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
A winner in one sense, but a loser in another.
I'll give it a B-.
Dave, what'd you give it?
I was in the D+, but I was stuck in all the bullshit.
Dave, I think you're way more accurate if you just watch it. Yeah, it is. The mood struck me, and I just started belly laughing because I was like, "This is ridiculous!" Like Gene Okerlund gets out there and he's like, "Honky," and he's like, "I just want to first stop you, and I just want to say I love this crowd," and everyone's like, "Get the fuck! I hope you die!" Like, and it was
I love all of that.
It was the best.
I gotta go. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
And then Gene Okerlund was like, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and the place fucking popped and started hoeing, and I was like, Jesus Christ! And when Duggan came out there, he had no theme music here, and it was electric. Like,
and Hacksaw was like a 1A Hogan at this point. He was when it comes to pop, he was like just under Hogan a little bit. Like he was that.
Yeah. It's very
that
funny.
kind of pop.
And it was 2x4 versus guitar, too.
Yes.
It was cool.
And he destroyed that guitar. God damn, that gimmick guitar got wrecked by the two.
So I'm going to go to the next match here, and this is why the Powers of Pain never got over, because a lot of people are like, why wouldn't they get over? I'm like, well, let me tell you why. They had all the look and everything. Powers of Pain, Warlord and Barbarian defeated the Bolsheviks. Powers of Pain in 6 minutes, 47 seconds. Powers of Pain was brand new. They were a face. Vince couldn't get the Road Warriors at this point, so he got Powers of Pain.
I was going to ask you that, Jess. I'm like, the Pain. Was this their attempt at the Road Warriors?
No, well, Powers of Pain wrestled in Crockett.
Demolition was their...
Demolition was their go-to. Powers of Pain wrestled in Crockett, and they feuded with the Road Warriors looking like this. So, like, they're already established in Crockett. So he brought him over because he could not get the Road Warriors. Road Warriors almost came over in '88, and then they re-signed with Crockett at that point, and Turner, because Turner bought Crockett in November of '88. So, like, they stayed.
Okay.
And then they didn't leave till 90 when Vince finally got them. I wish Vince would have got them here. But the problem is people are like, God, Powers of Pain were so over. I was like, they were over in the beginning, and you saw this match. It's only 6 minutes. I thought this match was 30 minutes, and I give it a D. This match fucking sucked. Like,
I skipped it.
Yeah, it was terrible. And Powers of Pain.
I knew where it was going.
Yeah,
I just skipped it.
Once you saw like them when they came out, they were fucking impressive looking. They got a big pop. Everybody liked them.
At the end when they do the flex, it looks great.
They just they didn't.
And
have
I felt like I'd seen it. These matches were some kind of strange matches where like you hadn't seen them before.
They had no charisma. They had no charisma, and probably a bad matching. Don't put them against the Bolsheviks, a team that can't sell for them. So you put them against a team that can't bump, like doesn't really.
If you were gonna put them over, you should have, even as a face or a heel, whatever, you should have put them against the Rockers to get destroyed.
No, it's not a running slam. Yes, it is. Running power slam.
It's a giant headbutt off the top rope, Lord Hayes. Oh, you don't get up from that one, brother.
And gets the 3 count. The Powers of Pain.
A most impressive victory by these 2 consummate professional wrestlers, Powers of Pain.
The winners of this bout, the Powers of
they're impressive looking.
They need more guidance.
Craig, what did you give it?
I think I gave it a D. No, I said I skipped it. So no grade. I skipped it. Yeah.
Next match is an F because I don't know why. Jim Neidhart defeats Lanny Poffo in 2 minutes 34 seconds. Why even do this match? Like
I felt like Brett had an individual, so they had to give Jim Neidhart an individual. But
fucking F. Like why?
It's not like it was a cool down match either. There was not a cool, and even like Lanny like reciting his poem had no energy. I was like, oh
no. I was like that was the best part of the match was the poem.
Yeah. So the next match is going to change all of our tune. It's for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, not
it's gorgeous.
Not on the Coliseum video release. This was not on that. This was on the best.
Why would you?
This is on the best of Macho Man in 1989 when it came out. I think it was called Macho Madness.
But before you even start, why would you not put this on the card? Why would this not make the video?
We'll talk about the main event. It was all about them. Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth defeats Ted DiBiase and defends the WWF Heavyweight Championship. 14 minutes, 52 seconds. I give this an A- only because of the fact that it's not their best match, and it was great. Like, as I started watching it, I was like, okay, cool. Like, they're doing the whole thing. They did the Savage and Elizabeth thing and the dynamic and the Virgil and the fucking DiBiase. And then they started fucking cooking. And I was like, oh my. Oh my. Like, and as I kept watching this match, I was like, oh my. Oh my. Like, as the whole thing went on, and I loved it. And the chemistry with these two was fucking brilliant. And I miss you, Macho Man. And I love you, DiBiase. And it was awesome. I give it an A-. This match was fucking great. Like, it really was.
I gave it an A, and I'll say that the $1 Million Man is incredibly underrated. I mean, I think we all agree that that's a no-brainer for us marks. But Randy even selling the leg at the end, Virgil getting into Elizabeth's face to promote the heel work for
first of all,
$1 Million Man at the beginning. It's fantastic.
Virgil's a bitch.
Storytelling.
He's a bitch. Like Virgil, when he's on the outside, I used to fucking hate when he did this. Like he would go Macho Man, and then Macho Man would come to intimidate him. Like he would try to get Elizabeth or do some bullshit. So Macho would get out, and your job as the heel is to powder, and Virgil would get in his face and push him back and shit. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You're a heel manager. Like, you're a bitch. Be a bitch.
You should be running. You should be running.
I hated it. I hated every time Virgil used to do that a lot. Like, I don't know if it was his pride or he's like, oh, I'm a big muscular guy, so you don't push me around. And like Savage would go out there to bully him because like he would try to go after Elizabeth or he grabbed Savage's leg or some shit.
100%.
And Savage would get out and intimidate him, and Virgil would get right back in his face. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you fucking doing?
Sounds like just someone doesn't like Olive Garden meat sauce.
I guess
that's what it sounds like.
Like he's the world. He's the world heavyweight champion, and back away, back away.
There's even
it's so simple.
There's even moments here though where the $1 Million Man finally begs and pleads, and Macho sits there and soaks it in and goes to the crowd like, "What do I do, brother?" And just like, and then hammers in, or gets into a point where the knee is hurt and he sells the knee even through after the match. Macho was the best, maybe not the best of all time, but one of the best sellers of injuries ever.
And it was DiBiase right, Savage for the WrestleMania 4 final, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
they had this match before.
It was different, but equally great. Like
before,
it really was. It was
before
more,
WrestleMania 4, they had a Saturday Night's Main Event match that I think was better than this. Like and I only give it A- because I've seen a better match.
Right.
And they toured they toured the horn in a cage match, and their cage match was excellent. Like when they went around the horn or whatever. So like that's the only reason why they give this an A- because their cage matches were amazing. Like really, really good.
So Craig, if you dare grade it below an A, you're kicked off the pod. So
I give it an A. It was the best match on the card.
It is. That's true.
Yeah.
So fun seeing DiBiase and Savage at their peaks. Like,
and Elizabeth brings up such emotional resonance, dude. It's unbelievable. Like
I just take my hat off to him every time. Look at this.
Over the small package here. 2 and 3.
Got it.
What a victory for the champion, the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
He pulled that one right out of the air because he'd been hit over the head with a chair. He was suffering, and now look at that's frustration.
it's incredible.
She played her part like she knew when the camera red light was on, she goes, Randy. Oh my God. Randy.
The next match is Kurt Hennig defeats Terry Taylor, 4 minutes 52 seconds. Terry Taylor before Red Rooster.
This is super interesting right here.
I'm annoyed because they had a match at SummerSlam '89, and Terry Taylor had a hurt knee. And I want to see a classic. I want to see a good match between fucking Kurt Hennig and Terry Taylor, because Terry Taylor is a good worker. He legitly is. And this was before he had the Rooster gimmick, by the way. It was before he even turned heel with Bobby.
It was.
He just came in. And it was only 4 minutes.
Neither guy had the gimmick yet. No, the Mr. Perfect or the Rooster gimmick was
yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Perfect had the underwear tights on. He was not Mr. Perfect yet.
Yeah,
and
he didn't have suspenders.
When I saw this match start, I was like, here we fucking go. Like, I'm going to see a Matt Classic, and I want to be able to tell Dave and Craig to shut the fuck up, and I want to be like, fine, here we go.
You
then
weren't able to do that.
I was not able to do that at all, and I gave it a C- because it was too short, and it was just, they did wear down holds, and the match ended. And I'm like, what are we doing? Like, why even put this match on there if you're going to do 4 minutes? Like, C-.
But not even that. Yeah, whatever the grade is, C-. But like, you don't even have real commentary. They had to get commentary from like 20 years later to add this. Like Mick Foley is commentating on this thing.
Yes, and Michael Cole. This obviously was not on the.
Wait, so this match was not Heenan or Monsoon or the three people?
No, this was Mick Foley and Michael Cole later. They must have released it in some kind of weird. It probably was the Kurt Hennig DVD that they released.
I didn't even realize that.
They didn't even call the match. They were just talking about stories about each of them during the match.
Of Kurt Hennig. Do you have any rib stories about Kurt Hennig? Do you have any stories about Kurt Hennig?
Yeah. Well, I do, Michael.
Yeah. So the next match, this fucking match. This match was the longest match. This match was the longest match of the night. Jake Roberts against Rick Rude, a double count out, 15 minutes, 44 seconds. Goddamn these guys. So the thing is
intense.
I have never seen more natural chemistry between two guys than fucking Jake Roberts and Rick Rude. However, whoever booked their goddamn matches, insisted on just doing like wear down holds for like 18 minutes, and the match wasn't even that long. And their WrestleMania 4 match was the same way. Their house shows, someone when they went around the horn said, "You need to draw this out, and I want 20 chin locks, and I want them just a lot, and I want thorough chin locks, and I want you to think about chin locks, and I want you to go to sleep and dream about chin locks and do that." And that's all they fucking did. I give this match a B-, and it should have been an A.
Yeah.
And it was not an A, because there were so many times where I'm like, pick up the fucking action. Like, God damn it. Like, and I get mad. The WrestleMania 4 match pissed me off. A lot of their other matches they did pissed me off. There were some endings, however, where Jake would hit the DDT last minute and get the pin on him, which would have made this match an A+ if they did that. Because if you're going to psychology me and you're going to goo gaga me for the entire fucking match and you're going to drag me out to the deep waters, I'm like, oh, yet another chin lock? Oh, fucking great. Like, the whole time, I'm like, he better fucking catch him with the DDT and he better fucking pin him. Like, and he didn't. And I was like, God fucking damn it. Like, I was so mad at the end of it. And I still gave it a B-, which is a great match. But I was like, I wanted to give this match an A+. I wanted to say this was better than DiBiase and Savage, but it is not. It is, in fact, not.
Well, yeah, I understand that. I think it's the second best match on the card. I give it a B+. But can I ask something just to make sure I have my timing right? Didn't he have to wrestle 2 weeks later at SummerSlam?
No, they did not.
Rude wrestling.
Okay.
They did not. Rick Rude took on fucking Junkyard Dog, and Jake Roberts took on Hercules. It makes no sense. None of it makes sense.
That makes no fucking sense.
And then they kept wrestling around the horn. I said, there were.
I'm done. I'm not even.
There were some matches at Madison Square Garden and LA Sports Arena where they did the same match, but yet Jake would catch him right at the end, like with the DDT, and fucking barely drape his arm over and get the pin, and that place fucking popped. If they did that here, that stadium would have went crazy, and that's an A+.
I don't know how you don't put that match on. That's why I thought they did the snafu here.
I remember being frustrated at their feud, going like, I remember their feud being fucking awesome and their chemistry being great. I was like, why are your matches not equaling that heat? Craig, go ahead.
Well, why are your finishes not equaling?
I still give it a B-, but Jesus Christ, like the whole match, I was like, fuck you guys. Like, what are you doing?
I gave the same. It's a B-. You can see that even if there's no chemistry, it's still a great match.
When they came out of the chin locks and they lit back up, god damn their chemistry.
There's something missing between the two of them.
Yeah.
Rick Rude's body, I was looking at Rick Rude and I was like, there's no reason Rick Rude couldn't have had like a career like Shawn Michaels had he survived or gone in different directions. He was
he got huge.
Awesome. And Jake
were both so
was never
excellent.
a big muscle guy, but he was so at least tanned and had the cardio here. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't
Jake was
have.
a phenom, bro. Yeah.
There's no reason why they shouldn't have, to Jess's point, should have been an A+. There's just some blockage here, whether it's like because of the double count out.
It was whoever. It was probably Pat Patterson. It was booking. It was like they told them like, you guys need to tell this story out to trick the crowd and get them up and get them down, get them up there, and it just didn't work. Like,
is this a victory for Roberts?
Well, we haven't heard the official decision, Lord.
Let's hear it now.
The referee has counted both wrestlers out of the ring. The official decision on this bout, a double countout.
Well, Rude cannot believe that, but it's true.
yeah,
For whatever reason.
God damn, Rude's body, Rude's actions.
but both of these guys were
incredible.
just crisp as shit. Like, I was like, good God.
I wanted to
So
see him.
I'm sorry, I got to move on here. Singles match: King Haku defeats Sam Houston. D. Nobody cares.
Next.
Who the what? Wait, who the fuck is Sam Houston? Did you see him lay out stuff in the beginning?
Dave
what are we
texted to the
talking
group,
about?
who is Sam Houston?
Yeah, Sam Houston
Who
was
the fuck?
he was a staple mid-carder / prelim back in the day here. I remember Sam Houston very well.
This guy was legit.
very skinny.
He was
He took
related
Haku into some deep arm drags and punished him in the beginning.
He was related he's related to Jake Roberts and Rockin' Robin. They were all family. I believe they're all siblings.
I want to know, like, who authorized Sam Houston to get over on Haku?
He was
in the
born
first
out
3
of
minutes?
love, and I love him.
It was Pat Patterson. The next match is a loser wears a weasel suit. They were really trying to. Weeks later, the Ultimate Warrior would beat Honky Tonk Man for the IC title. The Ultimate Warrior defeats Bobby Heenan in 4 minutes 59 seconds in a pure comedy match or whatever. I give it a no grade just because I'm like, I don't know how I grade this. Like, how do you do it?
I was thinking no grade, or you have to give 2 grades. You have to give it like a D- for the work, and you have to give it like an A for Bobby.
Warrior beats him. Warrior beats him. In case anybody didn't guess this, and stuffs Heenan in a weasel suit. Right? And Heenan waking up, and he was like scratching his face, but then he realized it was a paw. Like, was fucking hilarious. Then Heenan got up and did the swinging and fell down or whatever. It was a pure comedy spot. It was just that's all it was.
And the crowd was losing their mind over it.
All I will say about this. Bob, they did this around the horn for God knows how many months.
They were just trying to.
After Mania,
Vince was trying to get the Warrior to pop.
5 months of
yes.
And Bobby Heenan always said Warrior never took care of him. He was truly screwed up and got hit. So that slam and stuff. It was the roughest time of his career, and then to be stuffed in weasel suit. But to Jess and both Dave's your point, the comedy of Heenan. And the way he takes those bumps into the turnbuckles and the way he just wants to perform, even though he has to come out that night, even though it has the whole Heenan family. I love Bobby Heenan fucking much.
This is very much a replica of a weasel.
Isn't he just a humiliating piece of humanity laying there?
Bobby Heenan coming out of his slumber.
Oh, man.
This is what jump. Oh, look at the tail. That's a rather nice tail, though.
Yes, it is. If the tail starts to move, I want to see the tail move, Lord Alfred Hayes.
Well, Bobby Heenan's eyes are now open.
A weasel inside a weasel.
I don't think he's quite aware of what has happened.
No, I hope Alfred talking. Oh!
Surprise!
Moving on. Let's go.
Everything changed.
We gotta move. Gotta move.
The next match is for the
only 10 more matches left for everyone listening. 10 more matches.
The next match for the WWF World Tag Team Championship, Demolition Action Smash defeated the British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith, Dynamite Kid, in 7 minutes, 8 seconds.
It was good.
So I actually enjoyed this match a lot, and they had a Saturday Night's Main Event match as well. 4 months later, the Bulldogs would be gone. This was the end of their run or whatever. I got him so confused on what I want to give this match.
You're not good.
No, I'm going to give it a C+.
That's not true.
I'm going to give it a C+ because they built the drama, but Dynamite Kid was not healthy here, and you could tell that he was not really. He was trying really hard to have the snap to his moves and all that, but he just didn't have it. Demolition's hard to work with, man, and I know that we revere them a lot, and we think highly of them as we should. But Demolition's hard to work with. And they're big fucking men. And
how so? How are they hard to work with? What do you mean?
Because they're really big guys, and Bulldog and
they're not going to take the
Davey Boy and Dynamite.
They're not going to take the Rockers.
Yes,
they're not going to take the Hart Foundation stuff.
They have to be
the brutes.
Davey Boy and Dynamite Davey Boy was the big guy. Davey Boy if you see him up against Axe and Smash, is small. I hate to say that. Demolition, Axe and Smash are big, beefy motherfuckers. They're cornbread guys. They're really big. And
they're not defined, but they're big guys.
Yeah, they're big, really big guys. And Davey Boy Smith was the bigger guy. They would always talk about a commentary. Davey Boy Smith, the big powerhouse. You put him up against Demolition, Action, Smash. Davey Boy looks small. He
looked average.
They were really big, and so it's hard. And so Demolition do not take the moves like the snap suplex and shit like that. Dynamite tried that shit; it doesn't look good.
Axe is already old at this point. Smash is the workhorse, but Axe is say the Neidhart. He's already aging here.
And then British Bulldogs were done here. Dynamite was fucking crippled almost. At this point,
you know what's crazy about that, Jess? They looked their best.
They looked great.
Wise
oh my
and
God.
Those tights,
yes.
But you can tell Dynamite
was not. He was a step off. He was not the guy that took on Tiger Mask. He was not the guy that took on Brett. He was not the same guy. He was just. They were 4 months away from leaving, and being done. And Davey Boy didn't have the leadership qualities yet that he would have later. So it was just Demolition. They were just two big fucking sacks of shit. Demolition trying to get moved around in there.
I would take it a little grade higher because I look at it from the other end. I look at it from a demolition perspective.
But I love that. I mean, the ending here is fucking the cane always fucking came into play, and and it was fine.
The heel win, but demolition taking those double axe handles and pummeling you to the fucking mat. The crowd was doing 50-50 in the beginning of this match because Demolition was on the verge of turning face before Vince even thought about it.
And in the meantime, look at this Dynamite Kid had his own version of the stretch upon smash, but he got hit.
Well, then came the cane.
But
I think everyone saw that.
Oh, man. It never fails. It never fails with a Demolition.
Well, I cannot believe what we just saw. Mr. Fuji distracting the British Bulldogs. And Davey Boy Smith went over.
And still, World Wrestling Federation Tag Team
We'll get the word here.
Demolition.
The next match we could just skip by. Dina Bravo defeats Ken Patera. D-.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
The main event, Hulk Hogan. That was my Sean Mooney voice. Defeats Andre the Giant in a steel cage. 9 minutes, 52 seconds. I'm going to be a total homer. I gave this match a B. Listen, Andre was so crippled, at this point. But
I can't believe he even climbed part of the cage.
The thing is, I'm going to put everything together, and it doesn't deserve this grade that I'm going to give it, the B. But, when Hulk came out, this stadium was fucking crazy. It's insane. And when he looked out,
they were there for him. Thanks for the house, Hogan.
He looked when he shook the cage and he walked around the side and he looked at the fucking sea of people. Those arms up in the air were insane. And even Lordship Alfred Hayes goes, "Look at that!" You could tell it was. He said, "Look at that!" And it's
24,000 people there for him.
This magic, and then he gets in there. And Andre was fucking great. Hulk, when he gets in there, Hulk knew to be scared, and he stayed in the corner and ripped his shirt. And Andre was closing in on him. He said, come on. And I just loved it. And when they clashed, Andre was chopping the fuck out of him. When he would chop it, he chopped him on the kidneys, the chest, and it was like a boom, it echoed throughout the entire stadium. Andre hit him all of the time. And even the fist to the nose, he would knuckle Hogan right in the face. And I loved it. And because Andre could barely move, so they kept it super close. And the camera angles and everything was just like this. It was my childhood. It was Hulk and Andre. And then they were punching each other and chopping, and Andre tying Hulk's head to the cage with the fucking shirt, and then slapping the shit. And you see Hulk sweat fly off his chest. It was awesome. It was just really good to see Hulk and Andre. By the way, this is their last singles match, televised. And it was
incredibly nostalgic.
Their feud was dead, and it wasn't a great match physically at all, but they were going at it, everything that Hulk did when he got on the cage and he was stepping on his face and trying to choke him, and I was they were doing everything they could. And at the end, when Andre was climbing the cage, Hulk beat the shit out of Heenan, took the brass knuckles and punched him, and Alfred Hayes is laughing. He looks it was it might have been a Superstar. He was it looks like a prehistoric creature up there. Andre's and he gets punched and he gets in the ropes. It was all really good. And I know Dave, you had a problem with the ending where the cage door was wide open and Hulk said, "Fuck it, I'm climbing." Honestly, I just attributed that to the hero of him. He was I'm going to climb over and still do the "fuck you guys" or whatever and then get out. And when he hit the floor, that place fucking erupted. It was.
He could do no wrong.
It's because he's dead and all that stuff now or whatever. But he could do no wrong. That guy, Hulk, was a fucking draw. It's insane. When you watch and he didn't even do Hogan poses. He leaves because Andre's still in the ring and Heenan's dead.
He's bye.
He threw it, and Hogan's all, and I'm out.
I just get so irritated that Heenan has to come with brass knucks, and and then he punishes Heenan with them. He didn't need to take on Andre with the brass knucks. Why are you projecting? Why do you have to protect Andre at this point?
That's why.
I don't get.
That's why Heenan's the best, man.
Hulk's going to the top himself. He's showing again. He wants to do it the spectacular way.
And he is doing it the spectacular way, brother.
Look at him saying goodbye. Goodbye, Giant. Goodbye, Heenan. Watch me go down.
Over the top, onto the floor. That will make it official. Hulk Hogan, the winner of this steel cage match. And what a brutal battle it was.
Indeed it was. And look at carnage left in the ring. I love it.
Yeah. No, maybe it was to draw this house, and it is what it is. Like, and it's like Andre maybe wanted to do it, and like, yeah, it's like Andre was so crippled here. Like, dude, he could barely do shit. But like, there was just, but at least they laid it in. Like, Hulk was trying to punch him hard. When Hulk would chop him, he would chop him hard, and you could tell when Andre would be like, "I'd had enough," and he just put Hulk in the corner and open hand slap like his chest, and it was so fucking loud. Like, he's beat the shit out of Hulk. Like,
I just,
and he elbow dropped him. Oh my god! So Hulk lays down, and Andre goes like this, and I'm like, Hulk's gonna move, and Andre fucking dropped an elbow, and I was like, the whole crowd gasped. Like, they're like, what the fuck? Like, and it was just really fun. Like, I get it. The match, I mean, it deserves an F as far as the physicality is concerned. But I was like, I just saw two guys that main event of WrestleMania 3 over a year before, and I saw Hulk respect him, and I saw Andre just give me some stuff, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I think
that's why. I think Andre said, "Can you still protect me a little bit?"
It was like, let's just do it. Like, let's just do what we can do.
We're just a few years away from Warrior pinning him like in less than a minute. Like, it's
not even a few years, Dave. We're like less than a year away.
I'm just saying, like we're at this moment where it's like, yeah, give me this, brother, and I get it. You're gonna respect Andre, but at this time, what was the point? The payoff was nothing. And by the way, Big Blue did not hold up here. I thought Big Blue was way more nostalgic than I thought.
They're two monsters.
Barely strapped to the ring. It's fucking ridiculous. And Andre trying to climb out is so ridiculous to me. Like, where
he was trying to climb up, and then I don't remember who it was. If it was Lord Alfred or Superstar, they're like, he looks like a prehistoric beast.
I'm just. There's so many things for me that like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, we know Andre's on the way out from the main event scene, so why do Brass Knuckles have to come in to protect Andre because Heenan's going to provide them so Hogan can take them?
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's time for Hogan just to put it to bed. Just put it to bed. And make sure the fucking door closes so you can climb out of it, lock it, do something. Bobby, make sure the door stays closed instead of coming to Brass Knuckles. It could have been handled so much differently. I give it a D+.
It's a house show, though. It's a house show.
I don't like it.
It's a house show.
Yeah, but Hogan should have dominated at that point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this is done. We're done here. Move on. The Warrior is going to destroy him in 20 seconds every night for 6 months. After this.
I was way more nostalgic. It was fun. But I get it.
Yeah, I just get really fucking. You climbed out when the door is wide open, right next to the door. Right next to the door.
I gave it a solid B, David. I know you give it a D.
Yeah, I did too.
And because I think Jess said it best when he said it was everything that it needed to be. And Andre gave it everything he needed.
But it was a shell of its former self. But like, I don't know what it was about when Hulk first got in there. The respect he had, he didn't come charging in the ring. He backed in the corner, and Andre was not backing up. And you saw Andre go, "Come on!" And like Hulk, when he ripped his shirt, again, it's total nostalgia or whatever. I'm not going to deny it. I was like, it was both of them just going like, this is it. Like, we were Hulk and Andre. We did WrestleMania 3. We did WrestleMania 3, and we set 32 million people at main event. You know what I mean? Like, to watch us or whatever. And they were just there, but their blow off is at a fucking house show in Milwaukee. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why. Go ahead, Craig. Sorry. Like, that was my heart. Like, go ahead.
No, it was a B. It was good. I mean, I liked it.
Yeah, They
were there for Hulk and Andre in a cage, 25,000 people.
No,
there's a reason why they said
you can't deny the pop.
There's a reason why they say thanks for the house, Terry, or thanks for the house, Hulk.
Yeah,
like it did everything it needed to be.
Craig, do you agree? Was it more fun than you thought? You're like, what the fuck's going on here?
No, I loved it. I think I said earlier about the style of 1988 and the wrestlers that they kind of were. Like even Bret Hart, when he came into the ring, he tried to give his sunglasses to the ring attendant. He's like, "Does anyone work here?"
That was
and he was kind of like a little shot, like it was a little bit like low rent. But it was a card that like it was before WrestleMania and between SummerSlam. After WrestleMania, between SummerSlam, with matches that you would kind of never ever see, but they were A tier. And at this moment, you don't see him, and that's why they split it. Coliseum Home Video, Tuesday Night Titans, and Primetime Wrestling. And
yeah.
That's good stuff.
That's a fun show.
For audio fans, give us a listen on Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, or watch our videos on YouTube at our wrestling channel. And look to your left for several other video options or audio. And please give us a follow on Instagram, pretty please, at O.W.P 2019 for Jess, Craig, and myself. This is the O.W.P signing off. Have a good one.